Welcome back, Dinar Community. Today, we bring you truly groundbreaking news that's sending major shockwaves through private finance groups, RV circles, and dinar investors around the globe. Picture this: a highly sensitive document, allegedly leaked from one of America's top financial institutions, Chase Bank, has now made its way into public hands. This document, if legitimate, reveals a figure linked to the Iraqi Dinar (IQD) that could radically change the future for many investors and currency holders. This isn't your typical rumor. The energy surrounding this leak is real, sparking serious discussions, hopeful theories, and cautious optimism across the board. It's a vivid reminder that some of the most significant financial moves happen behind closed doors before bursting into public view. The leak that shook the community. In a development that feels like a scene from a movie, reports claim that an internal Chase Bank foreign currency sheet has been exposed. This document reportedly shows an internal test rate for the Iraqi dinar set at an eye-popping $8.80 United States cents per IQD. Such a rate was believed to be years away, dependent on prolonged negotiations and further economic progress in Iraq. Yet here we are, staring at what could be a monumental turning point. Chase Bank has not yet confirmed or denied the leak's authenticity, which only fuels the excitement and speculation. Analysis of the leaked screenshot, metadata, internal chats, and structural similarities matches the patterns seen in previous verified RV intelligence from major banks. This blend of optimism and caution is exactly why today's revelations are being treated with such seriousness. Digging into the details, the anonymous whistleblower, said to be a Chase Bank employee from the Foreign Currency Compliance Division, captured and shared an image showing the IQD listed under the USD column at $8.72 during a test phase, marking. Importantly, this wasn't a simple mistake or misinterpretation. The listing was deliberate and surrounded by normal market rates for major currencies like the euro, yen, and pound, making the dinar's rate stand out dramatically. Moreover, the document was reportedly accessible only to employees with Tier 3 security clearance, individuals responsible for FX risk and global settlements, adding further credibility. One stunning detail: metadata indicates the screenshot was taken just minutes before the New York Forex markets opened, a key liquidity moment for currency movements. This timing points to a carefully planned internal simulation, not random testing. If this is accurate, it shows Chase Bank is preparing for something major involving the IQD. Why would banks be testing the IQD? To understand this, we need to look at Iraq's broader economic progress. Over the last 5 years, Iraq has completely overhauled its financial system with international oversight. Their central bank reserves have soared to over $160 billion, and they've digitized clearance and payment systems, reducing fraud risk. Iraq has signed crucial trade deals, especially with BRICS nations, setting the stage for massive growth. Critically, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) has confirmed that Iraq met essential monetary reform goals, including inflation control, AML compliance, investment protection, and laying the foundation for a true free market currency. In short, the groundwork for a revaluation is already laid. The financial impact if true. Imagine holding just 10,000 Iraqi dinars. At a public conversion rate of $8.80, that would yield $88,000. Considering that many investors bought dinar for around $100, $120, the potential return is astronomical. Even if the public rate ends up being slightly lower, the gains would still be massive. This explains the massive excitement, but it also calls for strategic preparation. Wealth on this scale demands careful tax planning, legal advice, and smart financial management. More than just IQD. Following the leak, RV-focused Telegram groups and forums exploded with chatter about odd banking activities. Some reported the IQD being temporarily unavailable for online purchases, others noticed it disappearing from currency watch lists, both typical behaviors during internal banking tests before a public currency shift. Such operational shifts strongly hint that something major could be on the verge of happening. And that's not all. The leak reportedly also included test rates for 2 other currencies. Vietnamese Dong (VND) listed at an insane $347 per 1 Vietnamese Dong under a pending live rate column. Iranian Rial also appeared under test phases, though no specific rate was shared. If true, the VND leak would represent an even bigger financial explosion than the IQD. How banks handle major currency rollouts. Institutions like Chase, Wells Fargo, Citi, and HSBC don't leave major currency updates to chance. They use internal FX platforms like MDA dashboards and Swift GPI systems to run simulations, stress testing for liquidity, system resilience, and customer flow. When they finally push a new rate live, everything must function flawlessly to avoid panic or technical meltdowns. So, rest assured, banks are taking this very seriously. What should you do as a holder? First, stay calm and level-headed. If you bought your IQD or VND from reputable dealers and have all documentation, your holdings are safe. Secure your currency and your receipts, as banks will likely require proof during redemption. Avoid falling for private exchanges, scam offers, or unofficial deals. Consult qualified financial professionals, especially regarding tax and wealth planning. Monitor only official sources. Forex rate updates, CBI announcements, IMF releases, and U.S. Treasury bulletins. Above all, don't let emotion drive your decision-making during this critical period. Closing thoughts. At The Real Techno, our mission is to deliver information that's clear, critically analyzed, and free from baseless hype. Today's news isn't just about a currency possibly appreciating. It's a validation of perseverance, belief, and strategic patience. Mainstream experts may have scoffed for years, but today, something very real may be brewing behind the scenes. Even if full confirmation hasn't arrived yet, the very existence of such a leak from Chase Bank suggests that something big is happening in the background. We are closer to a potential revaluation than ever before. Whether you have a small or large holding, realize that you could be sitting on the threshold of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Stay prepared, stay sharp, and stay wise. When public confirmation comes, and it could be soon, The Real Techno will be here to walk you through every step. Tax tips, redemption advice, and strategic planning. Final word. Everything shared today is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. Always seek professional, licensed advice before making any major financial decisions. Now, we want to hear from you. What's your take on the $8,800 Iraqi filth leak? Are you holding strong, or strategizing your next move? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're stronger together. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to help others stay informed. The best is yet to come.